So if you follow astrology, you are going to know that today, the 23rd of March 2023, is a pretty powerful day because we have Pluto, the planet of transformation, of rebirth, of evolution, is moving into Aquarius, and it's doing that for the first time since the late 1700s because it's got such a slow transit around the sign. So whenever we have an outer planet moving signs, it is a big deal, and this is affecting us at a collective level. So certainly out there, if you look at what's going on out there, you can see and certainly we'll be able to see over the coming months some quite drastic changes happening around us, but also at a personal level, because Pluto's role really as the planet of transformation is to root out anything that is no longer fit for purpose. So anything that is broken, anything that's rotten, anything that is just, I guess, corrupt or just not serving our greatest and highest good. So people do fear Pluto because we don't like change, and often, you know, we can really cling on to things even though we know deep down they're not really doing us any good. But Pluto is not entirely forgiving, and Pluto really wants what's best for us, wants us to evolve, wants us to transform, to regenerate, and therefore will literally just bulldoze anything out that needs to go. So anything that has expired, essentially. So it's been doing that work in Capricorn. I think I did a video about the 29th degree of Capricorn, and it will go back into Capricorn in, well, later on this year. It's only going to stay in Aquarius for 3 months until June, and then it's going to go back because there is still work to be done, sort of breaking down and deconstructing some of our older sort of systems and structures and institutions that just no longer work for where we've got to in our evolution, and we can see that happening everywhere. But we're going to have this taster for the next 3 months of what Pluto in Aquarius looks like. Now, Aquarius is the sign of the people. It's a very humanitarian sign. It's an air sign, so lots of sort of thinking, sort of much more in the head. It's also a sign which is very futuristic. It rules our technology and science and sort of progress in those fields. It's also about communities and society in general. So we're likely to see quite a big transformation of what society looks like over the next certainly 20 years, but it starts now and it is slow. Pluto is thorough, but he will take his time, so we're not going to see shifts and changes overnight. But when we're thinking about Aquarian energy, this is much more about the people saying what they want, the people taking charge, the power being shifted to the people. So rather than a small group of sort of elite people at the top sort of dictating how society is run, not always with everybody's best interests at heart, that is going to gradually shift. But obviously we need to have a certain level of consciousness for that to be successful, because we do need rules, we do need structure, otherwise we can descend into complete anarchy and chaos. But at the same time, are the rules and the structures that we are working with and having imposed on us, are they the right ones for where we need to go? So there's a lot of questions that Pluto is going to make us look at. And certainly in terms of the Aquarian energies, Aquarius is unconventional. You know, Aquarians, they don't always fit into mainstream society. So if you sometimes feel like, you know, the outsider, maybe you just feel a bit weird, you've got ideas that don't really fit, you know, they don't really conform to what everybody's sort of saying, things should be like, then that's a good thing, because you are here to bring in the new. And so those sort of fringe, unconventional ideas, alternative therapies, alternative ways of looking at things, they're going to become much more mainstream, if you like, and they're going to have much more validity because of this Pluto transforming those Aquarian energies. So this is a time for, instead of trying to conform and fit in with society, if you feel like one of these people that's actually come in to be different, then that is brilliant, and this is your time. So there's no more sort of hiding away. It is very much a time to shine and to step out, because society and the earth and the planet needs you. You're here for a reason. Now we're going to see huge changes in technology and science. We're possibly also going to see where huge advancements in technology have been taking place but have been concealed or hidden, or where technology is being used and it is not for a sort of the greatest good, then that may be exposed, and we're going to have to really look at what is it that we want to do, how do we want to use these advancements in technology. So if things have been nefarious, that's possibly going to be exposed and brought to the light, because Pluto excavates and wants you to see the truth. Now, Aquarius is also the truth. So we may find that we are starting to see a lot more truths about our world, about society. And also Aquarius is very galactic and very cosmic energy. And so we may start to be reconsidering how humanity as a race sort of fits into an even bigger picture. And so, we may start to see that there is more to our world and our existence than we have been shown or led to believe. So Uranian energy, which Uranus is Aquarius's ruler, can be very shocking and very surprising, but it's also about awakening and waking up. So again, themes of awakening, of advancement, technology, coming together, standing up against structures and rulerships that are not working for our best interests. We're already starting to see sort of revolts, strikes, protests, and that is only likely to increase over the next few certainly months, and then certainly when we get into 2024 we may see more of that. So we are in a time of deep change, and we are being pushed beyond our comfort zones to sort of consider things that maybe we haven't considered before, because of course Aquarius is the mind, it's how we think, it's ideas, and with the future it's where are we heading and what can we think, how can we bring the future that we want to see, that suits us best, that works for everybody rather than just a small group of people at the top, and it has a much more level playing field. So this is about creating a future that benefits everybody, not just the sort of the elite or the few. Also today, 23rd of March, is also significant because our sun is opposing the Super Galactic Centre. So the Super Galactic Centre is one of the cosmic points in the chart. I always look at that in a galactic reading. And the Super Galactic Centre is like a massive black hole, huge magnetic power, literally sucking everything towards it. And so when our sun is opposing that cosmic point, this really is about activating this cosmic consciousness and really making us start to think about, what else is out there, and also transmuting sort of more negative energies, because as the black hole sucks or, you know, pulls everything towards it. It is transmuting the lower density energy. So this is a powerful day. Like I said, we're not going to see change overnight, but we are going to feel it, because it's a big deal, and everybody has Pluto in their chart, so it is activating a point for everybody, different parts of our lives, of course. So depending where you've got Pluto in your chart, you might feel it more. Mine is in the 5th house, so let's see what happens there. But yeah, please comment below where it's happening for you, and yeah, what your thoughts are. So thank you for watching. I'm Louise, Spiral Bright Insight, and thank you for being here.